Hello my wonderful internet friends, and welcome to another video. So today is a requested video from one of my viewers slash subscribers slash commenters. I was asked how to manage working out with your regular life, whether you're a student or whether you work or whether you have children. I can relate to 2/3 of the question because I was a student when I started working out, and then I started to work, so I can relate to 2/3. I cannot relate to the last 1/3, but that is when you have a family, you know, a husband and children. I do have a husband, but I believe that is not as demanding as having kids. I will say that there was a while when before I went to grad school, in between undergrad and grad school, that I lived with my sister, who now has 3 boys. But when I lived with her, she had 2 boys, and I was working out at the time. That was when I had just started working out, and I will say that it was very difficult because I was kind of like her babysitter. So she would go, I would wake up in the morning when she was going to work at like 6 or 7, and from there I'll take care of the boys until she go home around 5:30 to 6. And then when she go home, there was cooking, there was bathing the kids, and you know, read them a story. They want to watch cartoons. It was very, very difficult to find time during the day to work out. I was lucky because I was sort of doing my sister a favor by taking care of her kids while she went to work. You know, she didn't need to hire a nanny, and you know that her husband was there. So at 5, when she came back, or 5:30 or whatever, my workout is only 30 minutes. So I could go do my workouts because first of all, they weren't my babies. There were 2 other grown people in the house. So of course I had 30 minutes to work out. But it was still very difficult because there's just always so much work to be done around the house. I will say that my life would have been so much easier if I was doing what I do now, which is wake up an hour earlier, 30 minutes earlier, and work out before everyone woke up, so that I'd be done. Because by the end of the day, I was tired chasing 2 boys around, taking care of them. They were one of those kids who always wanted to be carried. When they are eating, they want to be carried. When they are sleepy, they want to be carried. But they always want to be carried, so I was constantly tired. People used to tell me that I was really getting big in my arms, and I think it was because of those 2 boys I used to carry around all day. I was really tired, and I think that really affected my workout because I was tired going into my workout because it was the end of the day. And with having kids, the thing with having kids is that you end up going to sleep early anyway, because when they go to sleep, you kind of go to sleep because you want to sleep when they are asleep, so that when they wake up and you wake up, you're not tired. Could have been going to bed early if I wanted. When everybody would go to bed, I would stay up and do nonsense. But I could have been going to bed early, waking up early, getting my workout in, and then be done with my workout and then start my day. I will say that would have been a better option. If you are married and you don't have help, I was help, so it wasn't like they were my kids. But if you're married and you don't have help, you can come to an arrangement with your husband. You know, wake up a little earlier before all the kids wake up, get your workout in 30 minutes. You are done. 30 minutes a day, it can be done. It works. 25 minutes a day, it works. Just getting some activity. I think if you can wake up earlier to do your workout, it's always the best option than waiting for during the day. If you're a single mom, that I think that is the hardest. And I would say try to find things around the house that you would work out. Like, you know, if you're a single mom, maybe go on a walk with your baby in your push chair, pram, whatever it's called. When you're cleaning the bathroom, find a way to incorporate squats into your cleaning, incorporate lunges into your cooking. Maybe find a way, maybe when they fall asleep, that's a way to get in a quick workout. You know, try your best, do your best. I know it's not always easy, and I'm in sort of a privileged position right now to not have any responsibilities, but not everybody. Privileged in quotes, not that like I'm super privileged or anything, but privileged in quotes, whenever you can do something you think is your basic right. Remember that some people don't have that basic right, so I do understand that it can be difficult. So that is my best take on something I have no experience with. But which I would say, when I was a student, I used to work out around my class schedule. So that's from maybe 9 to 12, and then my next class would be at 6. In between 12 and 6, I would find a way to work out in there. I would say that wasted a lot of my time because I would have to come back home. I was a grad student, so I lived off campus. I'd have to come back home, take the bus or walk. However, it took at least 15 to 20 minutes. It wasn't a far walk, it was about a 15-minute walk. The bus was 5 minute bus route, but the bus didn't have a schedule. It just used to loop around the community. So sometimes you could stand there for 10 minutes and the bus wouldn't come. So even though it was like a 5 minute ride, most of the time I just walked home. So I would be in school, I'll have to spend 15-20 minutes getting home, then get home, maybe eat, get dressed, then I would be lazy around my apartment, maybe watch some YouTube, just be lazy. You all know it's the hardest thing I always say is to push play. For me, I would do all sorts of things around the house but press play, and once I would finally press play, an hour 30 minutes would be gone, and the workout itself was 30 minutes, and then when I was done, I would do some more lazy stuff, then finally take a shower. It used to take so much time. Did that through grad school, through a good part of when I got a job. I would go to work, come back home 5 o'clock, I would eat, I would get home around 5:30, eat, watch some YouTube, see I was waiting for the food to digest. I just lazy around so much. By the time I'll start working out, sometimes the food that I eat to have energy for my workout, that sometimes I waste so much time that by the time I start working out, I have no energy because the food is all gone. And then I'll say, do I need to eat maybe a banana, and then all these things, and then I'll finally work out and then take a shower, and then it was just, I feel like my life would have been so easier if I was doing what I do now. Honestly, if I'm being honest, I could wake up an extra maybe 40 minutes, but I'm the type of person who snoozes. In the morning, I'm very sluggish, I'm very lethargic. That's my alarm for maybe an hour, 10 to 15 minutes earlier, because I snooze for a good 20 minutes, and then I wake up, and then I'm like a dead woman into the bathroom, brush my teeth, I'm just so sluggish in the morning. So, but by the time maybe I eat a banana or a Lara bar, a square bar, something really small, sometimes 4 dates, and then I'll start my workout. But when I start my workout, it's 30 minutes, and then I'm done, and then I take a quick shower, I'm out the door, go through my day. By the end of the day, I'm done. And this is so much easier. I wish I had been doing this for as long as I've been working out, because working out for me was like something hanging over my head, and I didn't like it. And maybe not everybody is the same way. It's not like it's something bad or something crazy or something painful. It's just the fact that this thing I need to do, and I know it's, hard work, it's difficult stuff I'm gonna do. I think that took a toll on me throughout my whole day. And also, when you have a tough day at work, at school, anything, when you have a generally tough day, it's just really hard to come home and work out. And also, in general, the day takes a toll on how you perform on your exercise, I think. So you may not be reaching your full potential. You're working out at the end of the day because you're tired, so you're not working out as hard as you could be. And also, I think a lot of people make excuses when of bad choices during the day, when they work out at the end of the day. I know that was one thing for me. I would eat a lot of things, and then I would say, oh, I'll do an extra workout today, I'll do an extra 10 minutes, I'll do this and I'll do that, just because I knew I was still going to work out. And somehow I felt like I could make bad choices and work it off. But no, it doesn't work like that. Diet is such a huge part of your health and fitness routine. Working out in the morning for me sets me up to make good choices during the day. When I'm working out, I'm tired, I know how difficult it is. During the day, I don't want to waste all that effort, all that energy on junk food. So I make good choices throughout the day. And it's just so much easier, because imagine all those times when I was in school, spending all that time, an hour, the workout would be 30 minutes, but in total I used to spend maybe 2.5 hours around my workout, because come home, change, then shower, then change, and then get ready, walk back to school. It just used to take so much time when it was only 30 minutes. I could have knocked that 30 minutes out in 30 minutes in the morning, because there would be no back and forth, there would be no eating. When you're in the morning, I do not have an appetite anyway, so there's no I need to eat to get energy, there's nothing like that. And also, I think working out in the morning, a lot of people get better results, because when I work out in the evening, I'm burning off the food I've eaten during the day. But when I go to sleep at the end of the day, and this is provided you eat well during the day and get a good night's sleep. I really do like to get a good night's sleep. So when I get a good night's sleep, when I wake up, I feel like I've used up the food. My stomach is flat. I'm looking good in the morning. I've done all I need to do the previous day. I've slept. My body has used everything. Has used the food for fuel for the day. I've slept, my stomach is flat, I'm in a good place. When I wake up, sometimes I'll eat a banana, sometimes I'll eat a snack bar. But my workout burns more than that snack bar. My workout burns more than that banana. So it is not just burning calories I've eaten, it is actually giving me muscle, toning me, giving me cuts, doing all those wonderful things that, as women, who doesn't want cuts on their stomach, okay? Maybe there are a few people who are there, but I think it's nice. Who doesn't want a flat stomach? And I think working out in the morning does this for me. And of course, we are all different. So I say all this with reservation. If you cannot work out in the morning and evening time is best for you, absolutely do it. Another reason I like working out in the morning is that it wakes me up. It's not emphasized that enough, that it really sets me up for a good day. I started my day off with right decisions, so I'm making the right choices. I have so much energy because all that jumping up just wakes me right up. I'm not sleeping at work, you're not sleeping in class, all those great things. So the short answer to a short question which I turned into a long answer is, I think a way to manage your workouts if you are really pressed for time is to do it in the morning. That way you do not have to find time during your day to do it. I think that is really the best route to go. Lots of people have 9-to-5 jobs, but for most people, if you work in a startup, like some of my friends work in a startup, they don't have 9-to-5 jobs. Yes, maybe you go in at 8, but sometimes they come back at 7 p.m, 8 p.m, because startups are like that. If you're a doctor, then you're not always getting home at 5 p.m. People are having babies all the time. Emergency med doctor, there are emergencies all the time. I feel like the only thing you can truly predict if you have an unpredictable job, or the only thing that's a sort of constant if you have an unpredictable job, is what time you go into work. You cannot predict what time you come, but you always go in at 8 a.m. So if you can get in your workout before your unpredictability starts, then you are done. I hear so much, my work is so unpredictable. Sometimes I get home at 9, sometimes I get home at 8, and then I'm tired. But you always go to work at 8 a.m. or you always go to work at 7 a.m. I know my sister has to go to work sometimes at 6 a.m. She's an OBGYN. Sometimes at 6 a.m. I'm like, yes, I know it's hard to wake up earlier than you would to get to work at 6 a.m. But if that is the only predictable time you have in your life and you are really serious about working out, then that is the sacrifice you have to make. I don't want to sound preachy or judgmental or saying, if it really means a lot. I know I see this a lot around. If it really means a lot to you, you find a way to do it. Whether there's a way, there's a role. And if it is a priority, you find a way to work out. And that may be true to some extent, but then it really is hard for some people. But like I said, in the morning, if that is the only predictability you have in your life, why not take advantage of it? Workouts in the morning, and I think that's the best way to manage a busy lifestyle with working out. Okay, thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you in the next one.